Okay, so I'm actually going to do two videos, but the first one, both videos are going to be like all about the same thing, but not the same thing. It's going to be like on the same subject. But the first video I'm going to do now is talking about, actually this one's going to be for kids, teenagers, even adults, but if you, everyone has a parent, but whoever raised you and you look up to them as a parent, then I'm talking to you. If you have someone that you look up to as a parent, or you have parents, this one's for you. Okay, I'm doing this video because I see a lot of people disrespect their parents, even parents who've done a lot for them, and it is really sad to me. It really breaks my heart to see that. Like, okay, I disrespected my parents one time. I remember one time my mom told me to do something. I was probably around like 7 or 8, and my mom told me to do something, and I talked back to her, and I was just like, I ain't gonna do it, or something like that. I said something along them lines, but I mumbled it under my breath, but she could still hear me, and I was just like running my mouth, saying a whole bunch of other stuff. Man, my mama didn't say nothing to me. She walked up to me and slapped me across my face. I never disrespected my mama like that ever again. And one time I did it to my dad. He told me to do something, and I think I was about 8 or 9 when this happened. And I rolled my eyes at him, and he didn't whoop me or nothing, but he was just like, I feel so disrespected, and I really feel sad that you would disrespect me that way, and that really hurt his feelings. And of course, both times I apologized to my parents, and I really did mean it, and I was very sorry. But people don't realize the person that raised you, because like some people's parents may have not been the one who raised you, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever you look up to as a parent, your parent raised you. They made sacrifices for you. When you were born, they had to make some sacrifices. They couldn't do what they wanted to do all the time because they had you. And they feed you, they clothe you, they give you shelter, they give you love, care, discipline when you need it. Like, your parents really do a lot for you, and most people don't understand that, but your parents love you. They really do. And I know, like, sometimes you may think, oh, well, my mom always fussing at me, always getting on to me about this and that, and I'm so tired of it. She don't care about me because all she does is nag me, but she does care about you. That's why she does it so much. Which I'm not saying, like, it's right for your mom to nag you 24/7. I know, like, that could be frustrating, but if she didn't care about you, she wouldn't even get on to you about anything. She wouldn't care what you do, or she wouldn't care what happens to you. And that's why I'm grateful my mom, like, when I was a kid, I used to get mad, like, man, they whooped me, man, I'm moving out when I'm 18. I ain't never talking to them again. But now that I'm older, like, I'm glad my parents cared about me, because if they didn't, I could be in jail, I could be dead. And like, even with the stupid decisions I make today, my parents still love me. They still protect me. They do what they can to protect me. And I'm grateful to have parents that care. And that's what people don't understand. Like, your parents really do love you. Or whoever raised you, whether it's your grandparents, your aunt, uncle, whoever, step-parents or whatever, or adopted parents, whoever raised you and took care of you and loves you, they love you. They really do. And it just really breaks my heart to see, like, some kids, like, they cuss their parents out. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying I don't cuss at my parents, but I've had my moments where I've disrespected my parents, and that's not a good thing. And I'm not saying like if you do it, you're a bad person. I'm not saying that. It's just like, I'm sure everyone has done it at least once. you know, maybe coddle an attitude, which it happens, especially when you start becoming a teenager. You know, parents be like, oh, them teenage hormones, y'all kids with these attitudes. But it really, you really do go through that change with your body, where, and it affects your moods. It does. I know how that feels, because it happens to me. But I see, like, a lot of people, like, they'll talk bad about their parents to their friends or just to people in general. And, like, they talk about their parents like dogs, you guys, like dogs. And it is really sad to hear that. Like, that's why, like, if I hear somebody, if I see, like, of course, I don't know what other kids go through, because there are kids being abused and mistreated by their parents. Now, that happens too, and that's gonna be my second video. But, see, guys, I could never have no quiet. That's why, like, sorry about that, y'all. I just, my brothers, y'all, I don't even know what to say, but just... See? I don't even know what I was saying. I forgot. I lost my train of thought because of them. What was I saying? I was saying something about parents. What was I saying? Crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Like, there are kids... there are kids being abused by their parents. And when I make my next video, I will talk about that. But from what I see, like, if I have, like, friends who I see, like, their parents go out their way to make sure they have everything that they want, and of course everything that they need, and if they don't get their way one time, they talk about their parents like dogs. And y'all, that is so sad. Like, honestly, if I see that, if I hear someone talking bad about their parents like in that way because they didn't get something that they wanted, I'm really not gonna listen to them. I'm really not. Like, I'm not gonna, like, walk away from them, but I'm probably just, they'll be talking to me and I'm just not even really listening. I'm just zoning them out, because I really don't want to hear that. That's really sad to me. I wouldn't do that. Talk about my mom, and I've done that before, but I regret doing that, because now that's not good, because your mom and your parents, they really go out their way to do everything for you. And when I did it, I was very ashamed of myself when I had realized, like, later on, when I realized, like, how hurtful that is. And I'm not saying my parents are perfect, but I love my parents, and I appreciate everything my parents do for me. And I see everything that they go through for me to make sure I have the best life that I could have. And your parents aren't going to be here forever, you guys. Like, just know that your parents are not going to be here forever. You're not going to be here forever. So when you have kids, same thing goes to them. You know, like, your parents aren't going to be here forever. And they can't, when you're an adult, they can't do everything for you. You're going to have to do some things on your own. So appreciate your parents while you got them. Like, really. Because, like, and I'm being so serious. Like, I know sometimes, like, people don't take me serious, but I'm so serious. Like, appreciate your parents while you got them, because your parents may not be here tomorrow. You know, like, they could be here today. They could be gone tomorrow. You don't know, and I'm not trying to wish nothing bad on nobody's parents. I'm just saying, like, it's the truth. You don't, you know, like, in life, you don't know, you know? Anything can happen. You don't know, but you just... every day, tell your parents that you love them. You know, like, do it, because you never know, you know? And kids, this generation, like, I see it gets worse, but I don't know. I'm just 17 years old, so I don't know how it was back then. But from what I see and from what I've seen throughout my years of living, my 17 years of living, it's not good, y'all. It's actually getting a lot worse. I'm gonna make another video about that another day, but I'm about to make another video right after this one, talking to the parents. But right now I'm talking to the kids, and I just want y'all to know your parents do love you. They really do. And you guys gotta appreciate what they do for you. They may not can get you everything you want, but if they get you everything that you need to survive, that should be enough, right? You know, that should be enough. And you have to, your way of repaying them back is respecting them. Just simply respect them. You know, I make bad choices, but I respect my parents. Like, I don't catch attitude with them no more. I don't, you know, I'm maturing, you know, as I get older, I get more mature as I go, but from now compared to when I was like 11, 12, or 9, whenever, it's a big difference. I'm telling you guys, it really is. And everybody makes mistakes, and everybody's gonna learn from them, but just honor your parents. That's actually in the Bible too. You know, sorry y'all, my camera like cut off. I don't know, but in the Bible, it does say to honor your parents, and everything I just talked about, like, you know, respect and all that, that's what it's talking about. Honor your parents. Like, yeah, they sometimes they may do things you don't agree with, but they know what's best for you. And some people that don't listen to their parents will end up hurt, dead, or in trouble. And that's why God says honor your parents. You know, listen to them, respect them, because they know they're wiser than you. Trust me, they're wiser than you. You may think you know everything, but your parents know more. So you got to listen to them. You got to honor them like the Bible says, because it actually is a sin to disrespect your parents and disobey them. That actually is a sin, because in the Bible it says to honor your parents. And this is, God said this, not me. But I'm telling you, you know, telling you to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and close this video because I don't want it to be too long, but I feel like I made my point. Love your parents, respect them, honor them, and everything will be alright, you know. If you don't get your way, you'll live. I promise you, you will, because I did. Every time I didn't get my way, I'm still here, still alive, unharmed. It's going to be okay, I promise. I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay blessed, and parents, y'all stay blessed.